I'm going to go ahead and start off this video about VIVAIA with just one quick thing. I've had about a month and a half of wearing these shoes, and I've really enjoyed wearing these shoes. They've been great. So I am going to go ahead and give an enthusiastic thumbs up for the video you're about to see. But before I start, just in case you wanted to have a discount, they actually sent me one. They told me there's a 15% discount code that they want me to share with you all, and it's going to be at the bottom of this video, and so just go ahead and use them, and if you're interested, because I have really enjoyed them. And it turns out that those hemp shoes are limited editions, the one you're going to see in just a moment. So be aware of that. If you are interested in those beautiful white flats, the cream flats, excuse me, that I own from them, you would want to get them sooner rather than later, because it looks like they're going to be discontinued pretty soon. And another thing about those hemp shoes is that they are actually antimicrobial or something like that. Based upon what I was reading, none of this information was actually relayed to me when they sent it to me. They just said, do you want to try these shoes? And I said, sure. And so now I've gone back and read more about it on their website, and it turns out there's a whole host of really good things going on with the hemp shoes, and my hope is that they come out with the hemp shoes again in the future, because they are my favorites. I love them. The black little heels that I have are cute, and I like them, but I love those cream hemp shoes the most. Alright, so enjoy this video, and if you're interested, at the end of the video, the link to the discount code is below. Hi there, I am here today to do an unboxing of something I actually had no idea about before I was reached out to by the company to take 2 of their pairs of shoes and share them with you all. And I'm really glad that I looked at that email, because I have fallen in love with these shoes. So it's a good thing that I read that email. I mean, no joke, I get something like, I don't know, at least 40 emails a day in my main account. And so when I received the email, it was a good thing I paid attention, because normally I just think some things are just junk mail and I just immediately delete them. But something about it, like I think the subject line said, work with you on a sponsored video, or not a sponsored video, I guess, because I'm not getting paid to do the video, but I did receive these shoes for free. Anyhow, so I spent a lot of money on clothing, so it's always kind of nice to have someone say, hey, we're gonna let you try something out, and then just give an honest review about it. And I have no problem doing an honest review, and I've done some in the past, and I will be honest about both of these pairs of shoes. So the company is called VIVAIA, and this is the company right here. It's just right there, VIVAIA. They kind of have a very, it's a concept that I think we've seen before in other items. VIVAIA takes plastic bottles and turns them into shoes, but we've seen this in other places with, like, I remember way back when, probably in 2009, Whole Foods would have like little plastic bags that said, I used to be a plastic bottle, and this is like the same concept. It's the idea of taking things that would just end up in landfills, finding a way to, like, through the process of recycling, turn them into something else that can have a second life. And I'm totally behind that, and I really appreciate when companies try to change their model to be better about what ends up in landfills. Although as an archaeologist, I love things that end up in the ground, because you get to see what people used to enjoy through what they left. I think we're reaching like the breaking point, and at this point we need to move beyond just like leaving crap everywhere. So this is a step into conscious comfort, stylish and sustainable, and VIVAIA. And here's the thing, I didn't know much about it. I literally was like, sure, I'll look at your website. And I'll do that from time to time and be like, yeah, really not my thing. I'll get like random emails from people, and they'll be like, oh, look at these styles, pick 2 things. And it's all like this clothing that I would never wear. It's like super short, super strappy, like bikinis. I'm like, yeah, that's not really my style. I mean, I would wear them, but I don't know if I'd want to review them. But when I opened up the link to VIVAIA, I'm like, oh, these are kind of cool looking. And you know, I have shoes that already kind of look like this, and I travel a lot, so I need lightweight shoes, which these are. I want shoes that are comfortable, which these are. So anyhow, I have not officially tried them on, but I want to show you the items I got. I specifically asked for a pair of black heels and that are comfortable, that I can wear all day. I'm a big fan of wearing heels. It's nice to have some height. I'm almost 5'9", but I work with teenagers, and the boys especially get taller than me. So it's kind of nice to be able to at least look them in the eye when I'm trying to discipline them. So I like to have some heels that are comfortable. And I find them just to be just really pretty, like lengthening the legs. So when you're wearing certain outfits, they look really nice. The second item is something I actually don't have in my closet at all, which is a pair of white flats. These are more of a cream and white flats called Dapple Cream, and it's VIVAIA, and it's a, the style is their Aria 5 degree. So ARIA and then 5, the number, and then like the little degree sign. And these look really flattering. And every picture I've seen of these people wearing them, people they like look really nice on the foot. And since I have a really big foot, it's thin but it's big. It's nice to have something that makes my foot not look so long. And I think these will do that. The nice thing about the cream and the white color is that since I'm going to be traveling a lot this summer, I don't know if you all know this, but I will be gone from basically the beginning of July all the way to the end of July, early August. I'll be in Europe for like 30 days, and I'll be working with, I'll be doing a reunion in England, and then I'm going to travel a little bit in Central Europe, and then I'm going to go up to teach English in Poland, which is something I had hoped to do 2 years ago when COVID hit, and then that was all smushed away, taken away. So now I have the opportunity finally after 2 years to do something I had wanted to do back in 2020. I'm super excited. So it'll be nice to have a pair of, I don't know if I'll bring both, but I'll definitely bring one of them with me that's lightweight and that looks really good and polished and will look really nice when I'm touring and such. So I guess I'll start with the Aria. I'll save till second, just simply because I think that's the more popular one. I'm going to go ahead and actually tomorrow wear the Aria cream and white ones to school. So I'll make sure to film it at some point so you can see how it looks on my feet when I'm walking. They're exactly what you need from a pair of shoes. They're waterproof. You can put them into the washing machine. I don't know if they're waterproof. They're like good about shedding water. You can put them into the washing machine to clean them. They have like a memory foam bottom or insole, so when you walk, it's comfortable. These things are good items for people who are teachers or who like to travel a lot, which I'm both. Anyhow, and so I'll go ahead and open up the heels first because a good heel has got my heart. So it comes packaged really nicely. Actually, when it showed up, I wasn't even sure what had showed up. It was a package from China, and I was like, oh, it's my shoes that I put in the order for. Okay, these are super cute. Look at this. It's kind of almost like a retro style. Look at this nice heel. It's about 1.5 inches, so nothing super tall, but it would make me closer to like 5'10.5" or 5'11", so it makes me a little bit taller. From what I get, it's nicely packaged. I can see already that this is a memory sole. You can feel it when you're pushing it, so that'll be very comfortable on the feet. It has a very pretty, I don't know, like a kind of like a pin. It almost looks like a pinstripe look. I hope you guys are seeing that. And from what I can tell, it's super stretchy. I don't need anything super stretchy necessarily, except in the length, since I have narrower feet, but I'm pretty sure these will fit very nicely. And it doesn't feel like plastic bottles. It's just simply, it has like a cloth-like texture. So, you know, it's like a shoe. It feels like a shoe. It looks like a shoe. It's going to act like a shoe. And from what I can tell, it looks like it would be easy just to throw into the wash and just get cleaned up pretty quickly. I don't know that I would put it into the dryer. I would I don't think you're supposed to put in the dryer. I'll look it up. Anything I don't know an answer to, I will go ahead and put down in the box. I don't remember what these are specifically called, but it is a square toe shape, and I do recall specifically looking for that square toe. I think it's a really elegant look. One that won't necessarily go out of style. Sometimes the really pointy styles go out of style, or they don't look as like current, and sometimes the round toe is a little bit not as flattering. So this is a nice juncture between if you like a pointy toe and like a square toe. The chunky heel is not necessarily going to be a stylish thing versus a not stylish thing. But I think ultimately the way the toe is looking is what makes something more or less like stylish. But as long as you like it and you rock it, who cares? So I will look up the information about the washing and drying, but I don't think you're supposed to dry these. So you just kind of hang them out to dry, or like let them dry naturally. Yeah, so I ordered these in a size, I believe a 9.5. No, these were the ones I bought in a 10. But they are, I think both said size 41, which is a European size, and 41 is what I wear in European sizes. So I think this is definitely accurate for my particular length of foot. With a foot, things can run too wide on me, but because it's made with that material, it's stretchy. I think it's probably meant to stretch over wider feet versus being too big for like narrow feet. That's actually the bane of my existence with shoes, is things that are too wide, because things fall off my feet very easily. But these seem to be very similar to shoes that fit me well. All right, so now on to the Aria 5 Degree, and this is the, oh, this is so pretty. Look at this, look at that color. It's so unique. It's like, it kind of reminds me of my aunt when I was growing up. She had curtains in her house. It was a mid-century home in California, and she had curtains that matched this color, and I have such fond memories of that this association with those curtains is a positive one. But I know for a fact, I literally do not have any white shoes in my closet. I just don't wear them. I might have like white sandals, but I do not have white shoes. It is a pointed toe, but what I like about it is that it covers the toe cleavage. It looks, and from what I can tell from online, it looks like it extends beyond your toes, so it just covers all of your toes, and then you have just your, kind of like your foot top. I don't know if that's how you say it, but look at this. Okay, so these are actually made with hemp. They are not, they're a different style. So they have, and again, hemp is very sustainable, and hemp is used in a lot of things that are used for people who want to buy eco-friendly shoes. So these are pullable. You can pull these out. It's definitely a very thick memory foam, which is great when you're spending your day on your feet, which I do on a regular basis. Yeah, and so here's what it looks like in here. It says, yes, it says do not dry clean, no bleach. It says dry in shade and cool or cold temperature on the washing machine. Okay, so I see. I guess I could probably look in there. It's probably going to be similar instructions. These have a very nice cloth look. I am very excited. I think these will match a lot of things in my wardrobe. The item that I'm going to wear with this is a white and green and pink Bowden dress tomorrow, so you'll see it and how it matches with that. And I like the flat. It's just very elegant, very comfortable. It has just a little lift. It's not completely flat. So between this little portion and the little memory foam, it probably gives me about 1/2 inch in height. I don't necessarily need it, but it's nice to have a little lift, if you will. So I'm definitely very excited about this, and it has a cute little stitching here with the V for VIVAIA. So I'm a huge fan of these. Oh, there's a little thing on the side. Okay, so I keep discovering things. It says here, it's got some information here. So right here it's got some information. It says two shoes, or one pair of shoes equals 6 plastic water bottles. Our insoles are made of natural Artemisia argy herbs, which may cause allergic reactions. I don't know. I have no allergies. I don't know what that even means, but I guess if there's if you have a specific allergy to a specific type of like weed or herbs or some, maybe if you are allergic to hemp, that might be something to keep in mind. But these are hemp based and these are plastic water bottle based. Actually, I think I'll have to look more into it. I want to know what the difference between the hemp ones are and the ones that are more traditional like this. So once I know, I will let you, I will put it either down below or I'll mention it tomorrow after doing some research. But either way, you'll have the answer either from me in person or from me in the comments section. So this one, the insoles don't pull out. So these ones are secured firmly in there, so I can't look for any information on how to clean them by pulling up the insoles, but that's okay. So these I'll wear to church on Sunday, so you'll see these on Sunday, and then I'll wear these on tomorrow at school. So you'll see both of these. I'll be publishing the pictures of them on Instagram. For those of you who'd like to see more, you can either go to my Dina is Dazzled Instagram page, which is associated with my YouTube channel, or you can go to my Dina Gideon Instagram page, which is more just like me showing off my clothing. And if I find information on how to clean these, I will let you know. But from what I can tell, I think you can probably just throw them into the wash. But I need to make sure of that, and I don't want to lead you guys astray. But these two pairs of shoes are going to make me a very happy girl because they suit my life, and I look forward to traveling with both of these pairs of shoes. And the try-ons and the more in-depth review is coming up right now.
So here I am with my shoes on in the rain, and they are definitely waterproof, so they work for sure. Anyhow, just really excited to have these for today in this rain. It's literally like they are completely shedding water. Really cool. Okay, I went ahead and took these shoes for a walk today. They're the first time I'm wearing them. They're the heeled version, the VIVAIA square toe heeled. I believe it's like the Molly or something like that. Anyhow, I'm taking it for a walk. I walked from church all the way to Harris Teeter, which is located right there. It's about a mile. There's a tiny little bit of pinching at the toe, but nothing too big, nothing too extreme. And considering it's like almost 85 degrees outside, they're doing spectacularly well. Would I take this the whole way home for 4 miles? No. But will I do it for, half a mile to a mile? Sure. Even I never, ever, ever can wear shoes on the first try without socks or tights and not have it blister. And so this is actually pretty good. This says a lot about this company. It's probably the memory foam helping on the bottom. And so I think these are really good options for school and for any time that you need to be on your feet but you want to look elevated and polished. So I highly recommend these shoes for that purpose. All right, there you go. On the way back home, after I got in the car, I realized I had stepped in some mud. It was not anything bad. It was just simply I was walking through a construction site, and in the process I had to get the mud to walk through the mud. And actually the perfect shoes to walk through the mud in because these are washable. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the water and see how well it does. Just a little bit of water on it, and it looks like it's working pretty well. Maybe just give it a little rub. See how this works. Remember, I'm doing this one-handed just so I can show it to y'all. And then off the bottom as well, although that's less of a concern, obviously, because that's just going to always get a little bit of gunk on it. But anyway, since they are fully washable, might as well just do it, right? I mean, I could put them in the washing machine, but it's just one shoe and it's just one little spot. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off now. Kind of shake it loose. Water out of it. Okay, it's looking completely clean. I'll go ahead and check in like an hour and see if it's dried and how well this stain got out. But it looks good to me from this angle. All right.
right, so this is the end of the video. Just a few photos for you to see of them in person and looking lovely. The black ones washed really well and dried really well. Thanks for coming by, and subscribe, enjoy, and thank you for coming.